What's up, guys? Welcome to a new video. And I don't know what happened, guys. So I shot a couple of videos some few days ago, and man, it's just another story which I don't need to tell you for today. Maybe another day. Anyway, welcome to a new video. My name is Ali. Come on, I come from. Sorry, this jacket is just confusing me. Yeah, so I come from Kenya, Africa. And listen, first of all, I hope you've been well, and ensure you do subscribe to this YouTube channel, because it is what it is. It is the video. This is Africa, guys, and it is a beautiful morning today. And listen, so today is gonna be a different day, because I will be breaking down an year of me coming back since I came back, you know. So I don't know if I should title this video 1 year since I came back, what have I learned, you know. That's how you get some topics, you know, some titles. Will it work, guys? I don't know, man, but listen, let me show you something. There's a guy who's passing by, and this is a typical African thing, you know. So basically I will be breaking down something which I feel like it's key for people to understand, and this is purely basically yeah, that guy, man, he's just selling stuff. So this is purely basically on my own, you know. On my own, I mean I'll be telling you my own experience in regards to an year since I came back, and what I think that people should be learning about it, and all that is based on my own experience. So it's currently an year and something since I came back, and what are some of the things I've learned, some of the challenges that I feel that I should make people know, make you guys know as you think of traveling, you know. Some of the good, some of the bad things that I feel that you should be knowing, you know. For instance, I would say that people, mostly men, tend to neglect the issues of mental awareness, and I came to realize that it really affects people, more so men, because men typically are designed to be people who are always strong and all that, but in reality is that we are all human beings, and it is not a subject to be discussed only for the ladies side, but also the men. These are some of the things we encounter on a daily basis, you know. So why am I starting with mental health? Yeah, man, today. So mental health affects everyone, you know, and the reason as to why I decided to start with it is because people tend to say that, you know, you are a man, Ali, you are a man, so you should encounter those hard choices. And most of us, we don't tend to open up and talk about a lot of things, you know. Reason being, you don't want to be seen that you are not that strong enough or something of the sort. So one of the things that I love saying, and I felt like it has affected a lot of people, is people who usually travel abroad. They tend to have these issues of mental health, but they don't like to make it as open as possible. Reason being, yeah, you know, you're a man, so you should just suck it up and deal with your own stuff, which I feel like it is very important that you ensure that your mental health is key. It's key in terms of what? It's key in terms of it is well checked upon. You are aware of yourself, because we tend to handle a lot of pressure when you're outside there in regards to dealing with your family, which is not bad, it is good, but also pressure from people expecting more from you. And in reality, the reality is that sometimes it's hard, man, you know. Let's not lie about this thing. Sometimes it's hard, people expecting more from you, dealing with a lot of things from where you are, you know, because every country has its own challenges. And for me, the basic thing that I usually say is that it's not always about money. It's always about understanding, let's say, your spouse, understanding the person who's the breadwinner of your family. And the reason as to why I feel this is an important issue is because if you're within your country, you always have an advantage, you know, because at the end of the day you might go meet a couple of friends and talk and all that. But if you are not within your country, one, and you don't have your spouse at least to give you support, then man, it's gonna be a tough one. Plus also maybe people from your country, your family, your friends expect more from you, which is also a thing that is there. Then all the pressure is always on you. You don't know how to let out the pressure, you know. And I feel these are some of the reasons as to why people tend to lose themselves, you know, tend to not how would I say, not gauge situations in an appropriate manner. Reason being, your mental health is already tampered with and there's nothing you can do about it. So one thing that I would say I felt like it's key for you to check is your mental health. Not only people going abroad, and even if you're around, but abroad mostly is our topic for today, guys. So ensure anyone who's outside there, ensure you keep check of your health status in terms of your mental, because if your mental isn't that focused, then I think, and not that strong, then I think you're bound to break down, you know. And breaking down is not bad, but you should always see something in terms of is it in excess? Is the pressure too much for me to handle? Because for me, I am always in that aspect of Ali, are you capable of doing this? Those are some of the questions that I'm asking myself. Am I capable of doing it? And if I ain't capable of doing it, then why would I pressure myself? And I believe that if you're a person who understands the other person, you should always be able to gauge and accept a person in terms of the situation, because everyone is always doing his or her best, but the one who's expecting sometimes doesn't understand what the other one who is supposed to give is encountering. So mental health, number one. Number two, readjusting back in Africa. I think that it's also very important, because most of us, if you travel abroad and you come back, readjusting is always an issue in terms of experiences in the sector of what you used to do career-wise. So I feel like if you're able to readjust, which always takes time, you know, because I feel like also people think that you know, when you come back you have money and all that, without realizing that yes, you might have that money, but you have a lot of readjusting to do, because you haven't been in the game. If you haven't been in the game, if you come back in the game, then you'll have to spend more where it's unnecessary, so that you can be able to at least understand the game, how it goes. So that's another thing. Readjusting takes time, both from friends and family, and also career-wise, because career-wise, first of all, it's a major thing, guys. It's a really major thing, so you shouldn't neglect that. Always have a backup plan. And I feel the reason as to why I'm saying you should always have a backup plan, just have something that is going on in your country in terms of business-wise, even if it's someone that you can trust, which is also another issue. Trusting a person is an issue. But anyways, I should always have a business or something which is going on, so that when you come back, before you readjust to maybe your career and stuff, you can always be dealing with your business until the time that you have fully readjusted back, because it will take time, guys. You also really need to understand that life has gone on. It's not the way you are at the same time. Maybe in your country, like you left 5 years ago, right? You cannot expect to come back and find that it's still 5 years ago. Things have developed, technology has advanced in your country, the game is run differently. So just try as much as possible to not force things and end up like having stressed and becoming more and more into a person who you didn't want to become. So ensure that when you come back, try and understand people, try and understand your friends. Just accept that things won't be the same again, you know, because sometimes you think that the way you left 5 years ago, when you come meet your friends, things will be the same. Guys, I'm so sorry to tell you that things will have changed, people will have changed, life will have gone on, you know. So you as a person try to come back and readjust smoothly, in a sense that don't force people who used to be your friends to still become your friends, because you went, and the reality is that after you going, they had to readjust without you. So if you come back, let it be natural, don't force things, you know. So because I feel like mostly people, we tend to live in a situation whereby if you had like, I don't know, 10, 15 friends, when you come back, you tend to try to impress them so that they can be your friends. So if you didn't have a friend back then, or you had few friends, then ensure that let it slide, let it come smoothly, let it rejoin smoothly. Because if you force things, then things end up becoming bad, you know. Because people will be like, okay, so he's trying to force himself back in the game. Then that will be an advantage point. Secondly, those are some of the, I think, no, that's not secondly, actually, it should be the third point. The fourth point that I feel like it's very key. You have to be patient, guys. Patience, it's a virtue that it's not for everyone, but if you master it, then to be sincere, you'll enjoy it. Because patience in every aspect, you know, in readjusting back in career wise, in mental health wise, everything. So I think patience is the umbrella of all. So you really need to be patient, and trust me, it will take time, bro, or a lady, or whoever is watching this video. It will take time for you to readjust back to your country. So always be patient and just try to take time and accept that some things will be quite challenging. But with your patience, with time, then things will just fall back into how they used to. Research, I feel, is also very important. If you know, maybe you have 6 months or an year before coming back, try doing research. And the beauty of it all is that we have technology these days. So you cannot say that, you know, Ali, how can I do research? I'm not in the country. Just do the just do your overall research, and then when you come back, at least you'll have a slightly well-informed kind of way of readjusting back to the normal. Because if you do a small research, maybe you can come back with an idea and expound on an idea, and maybe you never know, you know, things usually work. Because I feel that for me, there's nothing which is impossible. It only takes hard work, consistency, and patience, you know. So you come back with an idea that you feel it might work, come discuss it in a vague kind of manner to people who you feel like they have that mentality of business, and before you know it, you can just start slowly, as small as possible, and with time I'm sure things will pick up, and I believe that you will be well. So it has been a year for me, and those are a couple of things that I feel like I should talk to you about, and I hope that they did help, because these are some of the experiences that I feel. What's that, guys? Those are some of the experience, I think, for me. If you consider them, if you're coming this year, 2024 or 2025, ensure you do your research, ensure you be patient, ensure you really adjust to people smoothly without forcing, and all the other things that I've spoken about. Ensure you like this video, tell a friend to tell a friend, and see you in the next video, guys. Because my intention is always to ensure that I give you information that will help you in one or another, and that's what I decided to do today. So ensure you click that like, subscription button, and South African weather is very unpredictable. It wasn't raining during the day, but as for now, the rain just started. But it's not that much. It's like drizzling or something, but it is quite raining. So I just decided to head home, and it's very funny that I'm always on the road, you know. But anyway, today has been a good day. If I'm to talk about today, then I think I won't be giving it justice. I'd love to say Alhamdulillah. So I think if it might be possible, I might try to do a daily vlog in regards to what I'll be doing or something of the sort. But we'll see how the day will be going in the next vlog, because I feel there's a lot of things to share with you guys, and I'd always be happy to talk to you guys and get to share my thoughts with you. And yeah, that's how it is. So one of the funniest things that I've realized currently in Kenya is that we are in this era of like before it was kind of different as compared to right now. Reason being, before we did used to embrace other people's culture when it comes to issues of social life, songs and all that. But of late it has been different, because since 2023, if I'm not wrong, because we're in 2024, since 2023 things have really changed, because we have finally embraced our own when it comes to film, short films, dramas, be it songs and music and all that, you know. So it has been such an amazing time for us as Kenyans, you know, because in Kenya there's something which came up, which is called urban tone. That was the beginning of the new era of the Kenyan kind of music thing. Though I'm not that much of a music person, but of course our public service vehicles, those public service vehicles, they do play such music, so it is hard to not get to hear them. But anyway, the main topic is that Kenya, we have gotten to a certain step whereby we are able to embrace our own from films and music and all that, and that comes in as an advantage to us as Kenyans, because we used to embrace other people's things, you know? And but as for now, things have really changed, you know. So when things change, it is a win for us to some point, and it is also a sort of a kind of an avenue whereby people in the big seats tend to get a loophole of ensuring that they earn in regards to that. But I think it is of importance that we continue doing that, because it will be an advantage not only me as a Kenyan, but to anyone whose country is a third world country. If people embrace what they do in the social and entertainment kind of thing, then it will be an advantage, because the country itself will be able to at least gain as much as possible. So it is an advantage to us as Kenyans, and I mean, it is what it is. And you know, these days climate change also I don't know where this topic is coming from, but that was one topic and I thought of just expounding on it. The second thing is that climate change has really changed. I don't know if it's only in Kenya because of the issue of the ozone layer and stuff, but to be honest, I feel like the climate change has really changed in a sense that right now we are almost beginning the month of October, and as per the normal calendar kind of thing, October is not usually a rainy season. September, October. November is usually, I think we are in the beginning of October, so it's not that late, but usually we expect rain from the mid of October. But now, today we're in 30th of September, and it has already started raining. Actually, it started raining 2 days ago, 27th, 28th, 29th, and now we're in the 30th. So, and also another thing that I've realized is that even in January, it usually rains. So these days, everything is changing, you know. These are some of the trucks they use for construction purposes, and so I feel like things have really changed when it comes to issues of climate not only here in Kenya but every other country. But yeah, well, these are things that happen, and you cannot avoid them. That's life, that's Kenya, you know, and among many other things, you know. So one of the things I feel like it is important, or rather I've always really wanted to, is to have a house in the deep interior. If you have maybe solar panels, and also maybe if you have let me remove this band of mine for my camera. So if you have maybe put this thing somewhere, carried some stuff, so I want to put them no, not there. Yeah, so if you have perhaps to say something, yeah, I thought there, so if there's usually a sunset, it's usually somewhere there I'm carrying a bag, but if there's no sunset, that's how it is. So I was trying to change my angle, but I felt like since the light comes from this side and I'm on this side, it will be somehow better for me, because as always I feel like people with such kind of skin tone have issues in regards to how the sun so we always focus on when, or the angle of where the sun hits us from. I mean, that's black for us, melanin. Black is beauty, so I appreciate my color all day, every day. So yeah, I don't know what was I talking about, guys, before I lost my train of thoughts. Yeah, so now this is what I wanted to say actually, as that climate change has really changed, and it's something that I feel like it's something that actually it's very unpredictable these days. Not like before, you know, before everyone used to know that at this month it's when it will be raining, and at this month it's gonna be a sunny day, sunny month, sunny a couple of months, because in Africa basically we have, I believe, only 2 seasons. That is I wouldn't say winter, just that rainy season, and only the sunny season, you know. I don't know how to explain more when it comes to that, but those are some of the only 2 reasons that we have, two seasons that we have. So yeah, and that reminds me of a while back while I was in Saudi Arabia. Man, it was just hot, man. You know, sometimes I'm in Kenya, but I usually tell people that the Kenyan solar, the Kenyan heat of at around 2 p.m, 1 to 3 there, it's usually a hot one. But it doesn't compare itself with the other one of the other countries that I'm usually telling you. Those places, I mean, solar goes to at around 45 degrees. So it's usually super hot. But anyway, that's that. So right now I'm just heading home to at least call it a day. It has been an amazing day, and thank you so much for watching. By the way, guys, my videos of me walking every time. And I think if you've noticed, I haven't been going in so many places whereby there are a lot of people, like in town, like I used to do on my daily vlogs. Reason being, I've just decided to take a step back and just appreciate nature, that's one. And secondly, tend to, I mean, I don't know, I just love the silence and nature in general, because I feel like with nature I connect more with people, you connect more with nature itself, and everyone whom you find in such areas becomes a sort of a good feeling, you know. So yeah, that's more of it, guys. I think just few remarks, since it's becoming kind of dark, I'm gonna be calling it a day, and ensure you do the necessary, guys. And I hope to see you in the next video with more topics of discussion, and maybe very soon I'm gonna be going outside there, so stay tuned for that. And many more things are coming on the way, inshallah, you know. So since this rain is becoming more and more, I need to head home and just call it a day, and Hope to talk to you later, guys. In the meantime, ma'as salam.